everybody. Welcome to Punch TV on Shaw Spotlight. And normally, you know, Jody would be the host here, but we're taking over. Craig Silliphant, Hank Cruz. Say something.
Something. All right.
Something. We're really down here at Amazing Stories for Free Comic Book Day, which is actually pretty cool because they weren't able to really do it last year with COVID and everything. So now that restrictions are lifting a bit, we're able to give out some free comics. So Jody and Tony are pretty busy, and Hank and I are hijacking the show.
Well, we're going to hijack the show, all right. Free Comic Book Day in August? Yeah, a little sweaty. I think it's better than May. It's better than May. The weather's better. It's nice out here.
It's true. We're normally wearing parkas and whatnot, and now we can rock shorts. Well, I've got shorts. You've got pants. You're too cool.
Yeah, I'm going commando. We're fine. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's check out some Free Comic Book Day stuff and see what's going on. It's been 5 years of Aurora Man, and now we got the belt to prove it. I am here with Jeff Burton, the creator of the local comic Aurora Man. So, Jeff, for anybody that doesn't know even what Aurora Man is, give me the elevator pitch.
Yeah, for sure. So Aurora Man, he's just a regular guy. He's a father and a high school teacher, finds a cosmic-powered staff in a meteor shower, and decides to become the superpower of the prairies.
And so, what year did you start this? How many years has this been going?
This is actually our 5th anniversary this year, hence the 5th anniversary championship belt.
And so, what, how many issues do you knock out a year, and sort of what goes into, you know, the independent creation of a comic like this?
Well, indie comics are a lot of work, just in general. We usually go for 1, maybe 2 issues a year, depending on events and finances and stuff like that. But the process, yeah, I just write it, and then I have a team of artists that I work with from all across Canada. I try and keep them mostly in Saskatchewan, but I have some good friends that are in other provinces too. And we just kind of lay it out and get going. Usually it takes about 6 or 7 months from when I finish writing and send it to the artist to get to the printed stage. But it all depends on how motivated we are, how busy we are, and things like that.
So now we have you, as you said, normally write the issues, but you brought a writer on board, I guess, recently.
Yeah, it just happened to be that my daughter, Kira, came to me with an idea for a character, and she had a bit of a story developed around this character and was like, here, what do you think of this? And I loved it. I thought the idea was fantastic, but I took a step back instead of just adding it to my idea book, and I said, well, why don't you write this, and I will, you know, mentor you in the technical writing aspects of it all, as opposed to just taking it and writing it myself.
Well, let's talk to Kira. Kira, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, your dad just obviously told me the backstory here. What do you think, first of all, of living in a house with your dad that creates these comics?
It's very cool, you know. Since it's been going on for 5 years, I've had it there for quite a while, but it's quite amazing just what he's been able to do.
So what brought you to the, what gave you the idea to, have an idea for the comic, and then also to pitch that to Dad?
Well, our whole family's like really into comics and that sort of areas, and we've been helping our dad, suggesting ideas. It's pretty much since the beginning, so it was just an idea, and so.
So, what's the biggest thing you've learned so far, either from working with your dad or just working on the script itself?
It takes a while. It can take a long time to get a script from point A to point B. So, yeah.
And what was your favorite part of working on it?
Just being able to show Dad the finished product and seeing him read through it and be like, yeah, that's good.
Nice. And it must feel great to have have your work out in the world and have people looking at it and stuff?
It's pretty awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you. That's Kira and Jeff Burton, Aurora Man. Check it out.
Okay, this is gonna freak all of you out, but no costumes this year?
I know.
I know.
We're just happy it's happening this year.
We were in a hurry to get here. We wanted to be first in line.
You're very close, but you're still rocking the Star Wars masks.
We are.
So we're good, you're still representing.
Exactly.
Have you checked out the comics? Is there any particular one that you need to get today?
Well, the Prehistoria one, both the Star Wars ones, and the 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog.
30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. And if I played Sonic when Sonic first came, does that mean I'm super old?
I really don't know too much about the history of Sonic the Hedgehog. You should ask my friend about that.
Thank you. That's the best answer. Thank you. I'm so old. So you've been to Free Comic Book Day a zillion times. Thoughts on its return now that it's back?
Any thoughts?
It's awesome.
Yeah, we're just so glad
missed it last year.
Yeah, that it's safely happening and
Safely happening.
yeah.
And final question. Everybody, favorite comic book character?
What are your thoughts?
I'll hold mine because it won't be a popular one. Who said that?
We didn't hear anything. We didn't hear that?
I really don't have a favorite, really.
Oh, too many to choose from, and
Wolverine.
Wolverine. There we go.
Punch TV is brought to you in part by Amazing Stories, providing Saskatoon with comics, games, toys, graphic novels, t-shirts, and more for over 22 years. Online at AmazingStoriesComics.com, in person on 8th Street in Saskatoon.
So what brings you to Free Comic Book Day 2021?
I've been a few years in the past in Regina, so it was kind of exciting, like during COVID, to have Free Comic Book Day. So, free comics.
Is there a certain comic that you're looking forward to? Do you know what's out there?
I
or
don't
it's all a
actually.
surprise?
No,
All a surprise?
we kind of just glanced at it as we came in, so I'm not really sure what they have. So, I'm gonna find out.
And who is your favorite comic book character?
Probably Buffy the Vampire Slayer is like classic for me. So.
That's Kathy's favorite, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So how long you been reading comics for?
Honestly, since I was a kid, my dad had like a huge collection of comics. Honestly, still does.
Your dad that doesn't want to be on TV?
Yeah,
that
yes,
guy?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, I used to read them all the time, steal them from the basement and stuff. So.
Sweet. So here is the best question of the entire episode.
Okay.
Did your dad ever pay for comics? Did he ever buy comics for you?
Not for me, I don't think. No.
And how does that make you feel?
Honestly, a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Just, you got to pass down the nerdism, right? So, yeah.
Shame. Shame.
Okay, so we're here with Jody, who obviously is normally the host of our awesome show, but she's very busy right now because she's the logistical commander. I've just created that title for you. The logistical commander behind Free Comic Book Day at Amazing Stories. So obviously a bit of a different year this year. What do you think, like, were you obviously really excited to do it this year after not being able to do it last year?
We were so disappointed in May that it was canceled, but it was like, okay, maybe we'll get to do it come end of summer, and sure enough, here we are. And yeah, it is different. Usually it's a bonkers circus with like roller derby girls and people in costumes and stuff, but we wanted to kind of strip it back and keep it a little saner so that we could keep people, you know, distanced. And I think it's going really well. And we have like people getting shots and we have people getting comics. It's a win-win.
Yeah, it's definitely really well laid out. So, I mean, even in a normal year, it's kind of a logistical nightmare with, you know, how do you funnel a big lineup of people in and they pick out each of their comics and everything. Like, what's the secret behind that? How do you plan this thing?
You lose a lot of sleep and you think about it a lot for months ahead of time and try to figure out what will work and what won't work. Also, it's going to be a zillion degrees and windy today, so we had to get inventive with the engineering of like shelter and weight. So yeah, it's many hours of the gears turning, but I think it's going okay.
So, What is your favorite part of Comic Book Day, Jody?
I love seeing kids get the comics because, like, lots of times this is their first comic ever,
Right.
and so you can introduce them to something really magical, and it will literally change the rest of the course of their lives.
Awesome. Well, we won't keep you too long. I know you're busy, and we're hijacking things, so you may find yourself out of a show, but you know.
That's okay. I might need a little rest for the next month, but then I'm back on because we got to plan Christmas, guys.
Uh-oh,
We got the holiday
geez.
special coming up before you know it.
Right on. Cool.
Counting on ya.
Every farmer out there is mad at you right now. You don't say the C word right now. No. I know that. That's not good. That's not good.
Okay, we'll just call it holiday special.
Holiday time.
All right, I got to mask up and get back into the masses. So
This is her secret identity. Now she's got to put her mask back on to do her superhero thing.
Dun, da, da, da. Keep your dukes up. Bye.
So that is legit. If you say Christmas at the farm before harvest, you get kicked out.
Really?
Oh, my father-in-law's get out. It's bad luck or something. They're like, oh yeah, it's the whole thing.
Huh, wow, I didn't know that. Things you
Get
learn.
out. As soon as harvest is done, you're good.
Right.
So Castle loves watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas every day of the year. And so when we go to the farm, they've got like the VHS copy, and he's all like, that gets put away until after harvest.
What they should do is a supercut where they like dub over every mention of the C word or anything like that.
Harvest! Yeah. How the Grinch Stole Harvest!
The Grinch stole harvest!
I can't believe it!
He stole harvest!
Okay, I've got a question here that, because you know Kathy back here, everybody knows Kathy from Punch Radio. They hear her voice all the time, occasionally see her on TV. And we got Brendan over here, like a major party. He's back here. Craig and I, we talked to Jody. But you know, looking around, where's Tony?
That's a good question. I thought I saw him earlier, but I bet you he's sitting in the basement of the store.
I think he is.
With his feet kicked up on some boxes, having a juice box and reading Aurora Man, I bet.
I think he's sipping some juice. Huh, what a guy.
He waits until it's like busy and there's a melee going on and you can see Major Party working hard over there and
Yep.
Jody's running around.
Oh,
But,
yeah, there he is. Right, he got his chair. He's got his chair now. Tony, you're working hard. We see you.
Working hard or hardly working, eh?
Yeah, we got your chair here.
I actually broke my toe 2 days ago, so I'm pretty much hobbling right now.
Which toe did you break?
I broke my pinky, my baby pinky.
On which foot?
On my right foot.
Well, do you know what?
What?
Right now, my left baby toe is broken.
Is it really?
Oh my God!
No, really?
So if we stand together, your right one, my left. Oh my God, we're broken.
Yeah, broken feet. We're barely
We both
walking.
have bad backs.
Yeah.
Well, I've got news for both of you.
Yes.
I decided we were going to do an impromptu river dance, so I hope you're all right.
My heel is okay. Yeah.
I got my finger.
Wow.
I got work to do, gentlemen. I got work to do.
Yeah, we were just talking about how hard you're working. Yeah,
That
that's
was
good.
the chair he was sitting on in the
Down
basement.
In the
yeah.
basement, sipping the juice.
Sipping the
All
juice.
right.
We're here today, Free Comic Book Day, and my friend here, Braden Martins, he's giving away a comic. Tell me about the comic you're giving away.
Right. So we actually have two comic books that we're giving away. So one of the free comics that you'll be able to get here at Free Comic Book Day is Prehistoria, Best Served Cold is the title of the book. This is actually a story when Punch TV graciously interviewed me before Christmas. There was a little episode at the end of it, and we decided to put that into print form for everyone to take home. And another issue that we're giving away is Jackson Graves and the Shadow of the Yeti. This is a new comic series that Chris and I have started. It's very action-adventure and ties directly into Prehistoria.
So the Prehistoria one actually is something that you've been doing a long time. How many issues have you actually done of the book so far?
Oh, it's like I'm interviewing you now. I turned the tables. So right now we actually have issue 1, 2, and 3, which are the full-size issues, and then we have a couple special issues. One of which being this one. We had one last year at free, kind of the free comic book month, I guess, that was going on. And we also have our special issue today where all proceeds are going to Ronald McDonald House Charity here in Saskatoon. And
Awesome. Well,
that's this one.
Really nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I know you've been around. This has been like a very popular book, and we've talked about this before on the show. You have a ton of people that are calling our store looking for this book. So this has been a phenomenal thing for you. How happy are you that this is going so well? And what do you think about doing in the future?
Yeah, you know, I'll be honest, it still doesn't feel real. I still just feel like the guy who shows up here every weekend is a nuisance and doesn't always buy something. But, you know, I'm getting better at that. Buy more comics. No, but it's you know, it was definitely, I don't know, it was a great move. Longtime reader of comics. Saskatchewan isn't usually seen as a hotbed for pop culture, for comic book writers. You know, as my friend Jeff Burton and I were discussing here a little while ago, but there are amazing writers. There's amazing artists. There's so much talent, and it's nice to be able to be part of that community.
I was very, very happy today when I saw this Jackson Graves and the Shadow of the Yeti. I love Bigfoot.
Yes.
I'm a big Bigfoot fan.
Okay.
Our last show, actually, we did a big Bigfoot thing, and I don't think I've seen a Bigfoot, but I think I might have seen a Bigfoot.
Okay.
So the Yeti is really personable to me. Okay. Personable, and I don't know the word. Anyway, so yeah, this is awesome. I'm looking forward to reading this. Jackson Graves and the Shadow of the Yeti. When's this coming out?
So that was actually given out as an exclusive, but I might have to put that into print for stores. Yeah.
Because we're talking about it right now, people are going to be looking for it. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. This is Tony saying Tony's out.
Thanks for letting me interview Tony.
Punch TV is brought to you in part by Amazing Stories, providing Saskatoon with comics, games, toys, graphic novels, t-shirts, and more for over 22 years. Online at AmazingStoriesComics.com, in person on 8th Street in Saskatoon.
You know, the weird thing right now is we were talking to Brendan there about it all being together. Most of the time for the radio, we're kind of together but apart on Zoom. We hardly get to talk about movies. Suicide Squad, we just went to see it, just came out. I know this is going to air after that, but what did you think of Suicide Squad?
Well, I think that's a long and complicated question that's going to involve a rambling and long answer from me. But obviously, it was very interesting that we had the original movie that David Ayers made, and like it kind of bombed huge, like critically.
Bombed.
You know, nobody really liked it, and then there was arguments about the studio sort of took the movie over and ruined it for him. So even now we hear like, give us the Ayers cut in the same way that we wanted the Snyder cut of Justice League. And then of course concurrently you had James Gunn making the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and he had some like problems on Twitter with the woke people calling him out for some comments he made like 10 years ago and apologized for like 10 years ago. And none of them were really like, they were not in good taste, but they weren't like racist or anything like that. And so DC picks him up, plops him into this Suicide World, and goes, hey, you can have like carte blanche, do whatever you want. And so we see a movie that's now R-rated and like pretty bonkers in that like James Gunn style. Like if you've watched some of his movies before Guardians of the Galaxy, you know he came up in that like exploitation trauma films universe. So like, you know, things like The Toxic Avenger.
A lot of gratuitous violence too.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, I think the movie had some problems in terms of like story and character not really being fleshed out enough to make it great. But overall, I think I really enjoyed it. What about you?
I thought it was fun. It was a fun movie. R-rated, yes, the profanity and the violence was, there was a lot there. But now, coming up for the fall, what movies are you looking forward to?
Oh man, well, I think it's Dune.
Dune. And Dune.
That's it. I'm sitting in my house, like lighting candles and just Dune.
Dune, I've never heard of that. What's it about?
Well, it's based on a book by Frank Herbert, and there have been several film versions of it before. Sort of, you'd call it the hero myth, like we've seen with people like Luke Skywalker and stuff, but it's about it's pretty complicated to explain, actually, but it's about basically a young man whose father is this duke, and they go to this planet where they mine the spice, and the spice controls the universe, and, he starts to sort of take on this, like, I don't want to give too much away either, but this sort of become a living god, basically, and lead the Fremen people, who are sort of the undertrodden against the evil empire, basically. That was a pretty good explanation.
Sorry, are you done?
David Lynch did it for like 2 hours, and he couldn't make sense of it.
I was hoping Tony was going to bring me his chair to sit down there. That was good. So check out Dune, and...
what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Dune. Right, honestly, I should just Dune. Yeah. And because we're killing time now, and Dean's going to love this, I'm also looking forward to Top Gun. Because my daughter and I watched Top Gun a little while ago, and now she's very excited about the new one, but she's really sad because I'm sorry to ruin this for you, but Goose dies. He dies in the first time. He's done. Goose is dead. But out of everybody in the show, my daughter's like, I love Goose. And then and she's like, I can't believe they get rid of Goose. And you think it's maybe Val Kilmer, maybe Tom Cruise. No, it's all about the goose in our house.
Well, and what you got to do with her is what Tom Skerritt does in the movie. Like a scene after Goose dies, he's like, hey, you just got to get over it, man. You got to get back in the saddle. It's like, can I have 5 minutes here to grieve my friend? No. You don't want to lose the edge.
And she did have an awesome observation that was like after the topless volleyball scene where all the dudes are out there in their really tight jeans. She's like, so they're sweaty, they're all oiled up, wearing these really tight jeans, rolling around in the sand and everything. Not one speck of sand was sticking to them. She's like, the sandbox of their house, she's like, you can't even get near it without getting sand stuck to you. How?
I think it's because the chiseled body of Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise are like Teflon, and nothing sticks to it, man.
Safety first.
Unlike, the doughy, I'll point at me, not you, but the doughy, lots of stuff sticks to this.
No comment. See, that was a trap. Kids, that's what they call a trap. At home, my wife usually she says it and she tries to trap me, but I don't fall for it. That was a trap. You look great, Craig.
You got me.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I appreciate it.
Good day, sir. We are here to pick some books. So far, what are the most popular free comics? Which ones are you handing out the most right now?
Batman, Star Wars, the Spider-Man Venom. Kids are taking, there's a lot of investigators.
Star Wars investigators.
Kids, and Archie. A lot of Archie. Actually, a lot of this one as well.
Batman, Robin Hood. Oh, these look good. These look good.
And then with the movie out, a lot of Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Have you seen Suicide Squad yet?
No.
No. Are you going?
Do you care? No, not really. I care in the sense I want to see it, but I don't go to the movies anymore. I don't know if you're interviewing me right now, but I don't go to the movies anymore.
The best part about some of these things now is when they're released at home, and then you can watch it at home without the people talking right behind you, and then the people on the cell phones, because everybody's been away from the theater so long, they forget what you're supposed to do and how they're supposed to act, so they think they're in their living room, but they're now there with you. So I recommend, if maybe at home's a little bit better. Suicide Squad's going to look good on your TV.
Probably would,
Okay, what do you think for the kids?
Well, I'm thinking, I know Luke likes those investigators.
Yeah, I need one of those
too. I think I'd maybe want one of them king sharks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and Castle needs one of these.
Same here.
These ones here.
Maybe one of those two, please.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a king shark too.
King shark. Are you both doing king shark?
Oh sure. King Shark.
And we'll move her on down.
You know, Sylvester Stallone does the voice of King Shark in the movie. Yeah. Oh, we got Sonic Anniversary right there. That's what that kid was telling me.
Did you go see it already?
Oh, yeah.
Review, what'd you give it?
It was a fun movie if you don't care about plot or anything like that. So Free Comic Book Day 2021, and it appears that you're in the back of the line. You're back of the bus right now. How does that make you feel?
I feel like I should have got out a bit earlier today, but I had plans to head out. I was hoping to stop on my way out of the city, and it looks like I got beat by a lot of people this morning. Hoping to just grab one comic, so I'm hoping the line moves a little faster, but...
Sweet. Is this your first Free Comic Book Day, or is this something you've taken in the past?
No, I've participated in the past, I think 2. But it's usually one that just pops up in my Facebook and reminds me.
Nice. And we are asking everybody, who is your favorite comic book character?
Mine would be Venom.
And you're excited about the new movie?
Yeah, actually. I just watched the original Tom Hardy one the other day, and now I found out that the second one's coming out, so I'm super excited for that guy.
Craig and I have seen the trailer for the second one 400,000 times already, and we're very excited too. Enjoy Free Comic Book Day.
Thank you, you as well.
So that about wraps things up for Free Comic Book Day 2021. Jody, how did everything go?
Awesome. We gave away so many comics. Good day.
Almost all the comics. Tony, your final thoughts?
It's really hot out, but I still wore jeans.
You did?
Yeah.
Brand new jeans, so that dye is probably just running down your legs right now, huh?
Definitely, yes.
Nice.
What about your head? How do you keep that from not getting burned?
Well, I was trying to stay out of the sun under tents, but right now I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it.
So why won't you wear a hat?
Because I look stupid in hats.
Well, you look stupid anyway, but you might as well protect your head.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I'm old, I got to start thinking about my noggin and yes.
You know, kids, it's never too early to start thinking about your noggin in the sun. Don't be a Tony.
Don't be a Tony.
Don't be a Tony. So for all of us here at Punch TV, that's everything Free Comic Book Day 2021. Jody's going to tell you to keep your dukes up. See you on the next episode. All right, woo!
Keep your dukes up.
Raylene's grandma would freak out all the time, be like, you got some tears in your pants. I'm like, I paid for those. It cost me extra to get those. She's like, oh, so can you turn around so we can see the rear end of your pants? Because if they're brand new, we should make sure that, you know, they fit nice. They fit nice.
It was good. We did really good there.
And how did that make you feel?
It went really well.
No, okay, it was nice. Yeah, I like that. No, I was interviewing your bottom.
Interviewing his butt?
Yes, your buttocks. Yeah, your buttocks. Your best interview I've ever done, actually. It was very good.